Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe and fine at home. Before vacations, we have started with our chapter 2, that is landforms, in which we have studied about landforms, formation of landforms, external and internal processes, slow and sudden movements, vertical and horizontal movements. Also, we have covered three types of mountains, that is fold mountains, block mountains and volcanic mountains. Today we will continue with the related topics of the same chapter, that is rift valleys and impact and drawbacks of mountains on the life of people. Okay, firstly, let us cover the topic rift valleys as it's related to the our previous topic block mountains. Okay, block mountains in rift valleys are formed together with the same process, that is, due to the faults which occur in the rocks due to the compressional movements in the crust. Some part of the rocks move above, which forms the block mountains, and some rocks move down, forming the lower part, as we can call them as a rift valley. So, we can say that the Rift Valley and Block Mountains are formed in the same process. The upper part is known as the Block Mountain and the lower part, the valley, is known as the Rift Valley. If we take an example, the Rihan River flows in a rift valley between the Wash and the Black Forest, that are the two block mountains on the border of France and Germany. If we take an example of India, in the middle of India, we have two block mountain ranges, Vindhya range in the north and Satpura range in the south. And in between is the Rift Valley from where the Narmada river flows. Now, let us talk about the characteristics of Rift Valley. As we have studied that rift valleys are the sinked portion of the crust, that means the lower portion of the crust which moves down. And second characteristic, as the block mountains are on the sides, so it is bordered by the fault zones and separated from the other land masses. So we can say that the Rift Valley is a linear depression by the sinking of the intermediate crustal rocks between two or more parallel fault. It also has steep sides. Now, as we have talked all about the rift valleys and mountains, now we will talk about the impacts and drawbacks of mountains on people's life. Mountain forms a barrier against hot and cold winds, save us from the attacks of enemies, and reduce contact between men and men. So we can say that they protect us as our Himalayas protect us from the cold wind and the enemies. Second, mountain also help in the precipitation. As the height increases, wind also rises up, and more it will rise up. It will reach to its dew point, forming the clouds. Not only that, it worked as an obstacle in the path of clouds, which let it rain. So, the mountains serve as an obstacle in the path of clouds and make them rain. Third, basically, all the rivers start from the mountains, as it's the good source of fresh water, which led to fulfill our need of water for us and for irrigation also. Fourth, the mountains are good site for natural hydroelectricity plant, as there is no need of building high dams near over there, as there are natural waterfalls present over there. Fifth, mountains are important tourist center due to its low temperature, healthy climate and very attractive beautiful natural sceneries. Sixth, Mountains provide us rich pasture lands and good quality of timber, which is very helpful to us. Not even that, they provide us healthy herbs, which medicinal herbs we can say, and healthy fruits, etc., which are very helpful for us. As Himalayas play a very significant role in human life, but it's very difficult to live over there as due to the irregular topography. That means somewhere it's very high, somewhere it's very deep, so it's not a parallel plain land, so it's not very easy to live over there. Even the soil cover is also very thin, so the agriculture is very less. And if it is practiced, then it is practiced in a small area because it is very tough to do agriculture in the hilly areas. Mountains put a great obstacle in the air, rail, and road travels, as it's very difficult to build the helipads or the railway tracks and roads in the hilly area. The basic problem that the people faces is the worst condition of the climate. It's very cold in the hilly areas. Some hills are very wetty. Every time there is raining, as we can say, take an example of Chirapunji, but some hills are very dry, as we can take an example of Leh. Due to these conditions, this area is very thinly populated. It covers only 1/10 of the world population, but it occupies the 1/4 of the earth's land. That is, it's very thinly populated. In spite all these conditions, still the political and economic sphere is influencing. And the one most impact is it's very rich in minerals, metals. So the mountains are a good center of mining industry. Okay, thank you students. This much is for this topic. In next class, we will study about the plateaus. Thank you.